Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Van on the Loose. So, if you haven't noticed, I've been going a lot of places in my truck, and when I'm going by myself, that's the best time to do these type of videos. So I appreciate y'all continuing to just come tune in and watch while I'm driving around town. Um, so another funny story from boot camp. So, um, I promised one about my drill instructors. Uh, in the drill instructors, we had our senior, we had our J, and we had our third hat. Now, all definitely had their own funny moments, but probably the funniest drill instructor moment ever came from our third hat. And he did lots of stuff that really, looking back at it, some of it was funny, some of it probably wasn't that funny. Like, there was a guy from a town nearby that I actually went to boot camp with, that we were going to our final battalion commander inspection, and he's going, I don't know why you're moving so slow. I don't know why you're moving so slow. And just like a regular drill instructor would, I mean, he never turned it off. And the guy that I went to boot camp with, there was like 12, 13, 14 of us. I don't remember how many exactly, but there was a good number of us. And most people that I went with from my recruiting station ended up being in the same platoon as me. So we're all sitting there watching this happen, and he was just this redheaded dude, and he goes, "Shut the F up." So the drill instructor punched him, like, I mean, really could have gotten in trouble for it. Needless to say, that guy did not go to final inspection with the rest of us. But I mean, just all the time, just didn't turn it off. And he looked kind of like a bulldog that had been shaved and probably who had like rabies or something. So one night, it's his turn to watch us. I didn't realize that that's why the drill instructors weren't there at night, but it makes sense now that I'm older and thinking about it, where they had family. We weren't their kids, so they would essentially take turns watching us at night. And it was this third hat's time to watch us, and at night they're responsible for getting us the mail. So just like I do when I'm being a teacher, you get some people that you're trying to pronounce their name, and last names especially can be difficult. Needless to say, like, the entire time was in the military, they just called me V, because they were just gonna get past my first initial, and that was gonna be it. Either that or Van. Some people were willing to go that far, but this third hat was sitting there, and he was trying to do the mail, and he was trying to sound out people's names. Like, he was sitting there going, Kukle, Rimekekle, and if someone would figure it out and be like, here. And it was happening enough where there were some guys sitting down waiting for mail call that started kind of snickering under their breath. And I guess he had had enough of it, so he finally goes, "You guys know I can't read," and he threw the mail in the middle of us and made us sort it ourselves. But the fact that he just yelled, "You know I can't read," and threw the mail down has always stuck with me. I mean, it was just, and he may have had a graduate degree for all I know, but it was just one of those moments where, you rarely hear someone just yell, "You know I can't read," in the middle of a bunch of grown-ups and throwing throwing like mail in the middle of it. So that's always stuck with me. He ended up being a pretty cool guy. It's just that one moment in time, it was hard for us to understand him. I'm sure English was his second language, because he had a very heavy accent, and just that one moment was just probably the funniest drill instructor moment I had, especially with that one specifically. You know, we had our senior drill instructor who was kind of a playboy, where he would come in, he'd be like, yes, you'd be like, senior, you understand that? 2 girls every night, understand that? Different color hair every night, right? And we kind of thought, man, is he full of it or not? Um, and then our Jay, he ended up being Mormon, and you couldn't have told it on the drill field, but you know, I actually ran into his sister in the Marine Corps later on, and she goes, "Oh no, no, no! When he's not on drill, you know, he very devout and doesn't swear like he does at y'all, and you know, you would be surprised." Um, so drill instructors can be funny. There's definitely a lot of like games that they play with you, like, you know, 2 sheets in a blanket and Mount Suribachi. They say things like, "Oh, you want to play games? I got more games than Milton Bradley." You know, so definitely drill instructors can be funny, but that moment stood out. This has been Van on the Loose. You know, I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you know, got funny drill instructor moments of your own, leave them in the comments. I'm sure we could have fun with that. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll hit you up next time with another funny story from boot camp.